Hello everyone, this is Karthikeyan Viswanathan. I am one of the product manager of Syncfusion and seeing the data visualization buttons controls, chart, daytime range innovator, button, checkbox, and some other controls. Today's section, we are going to see about how to optimize the performance of your Xamarin chart. Without further delay, let's see agenda of the section. First, we will see about how to pick the right chart type when using the larger number of data points. Do's and don'ts. In this section, we will see more optimizations can be done at application level to get the best possible performance when loading more than 100k data points. Tips for live update. Finally, let's see how to optimize Xamarin chart performance in application level. Visualizing raw data is important in any application so that you can quickly and clearly understand large quantity of data and compare different kind of data set. One of the most commonly used chart type is line chart when you have a continuous data set. Sometimes we have a relationship and distribution data set. That time you can use scatter plot chart that is good for relationship and distribution data sets. Let's see do's and don'ts. When using the larger number of data points, don't use the line series or scatter series because the line series or scatter series was built for providing rich customization of individual lines. So it will not be a good for loading a high number of data points and performing a real-time data updates. However, we also have a fast line series and fast scatter series. Disable the anti-aliasing and reduce the stroke width and scatter height and width based on the data points. These three techniques is helpful to improve your performance in application level. Don't use the data marker labels when you using the fast line series or scatter series. The plotting data markers and labels for each data points will be not look good when you plot many data points. See this image. If If it is important to track the data points at a required index, you can use trackball or tooltip. Trackball will be Trackball will display the information of nearest data points along with the vertical line when you have touch and hold it on the chart area. Or else you can use tooltip. It display the data when you touch any data point. Some customization options also you have available in trackball and tooltip label using default built-in APIs or data templates. Don't use the category axis when you don't have any specific needed to show the string values in the x-axis, whereas category axis populate the labels based on the individual data points. Use numerical axis and datetime axis because datetime numerical and datetime axis populate the labels based on the range and intervals. These axes always give good performance when loading the large number of data points. You can enable the numeric axis in primary axis like this code snippet. Disable the animation in fast line series and scatter series when you are using the large number of data points. You can use active indicator when loading the data. It indicates this data is loading to the chart. Tips for live update. After binding your data to the item source property of chart series, the chart will always listen to the changes that happen in your data if it implements the iNotification changed interface. But in some cases, you may add bulk objects to your data collection. If you think those updates in the chart do not make any sense, you are able to stop the chart from beginning update for each modification in the item source collections. If this It is possible with the charts control using the suspend series suspend series notification and resume series notifications methods. The chart will not respond to any changes in the item source collection after the suspend series notification method is invoked. It will be updated with the latest data after the uh, resume series notification method is invoked. Refer, refer the following code snippet. We will see the example of this live update code in end of this section. Let's see how to optimize Xamarin Chart performance in the application level. Already I have created a simple project with required reference of chart control. Let's see the dependency. I have added a Syncfusion.xamarin.sfchart NuGet with dependency NuGet also. Syncfusion.xamarin.core and Xamarin Forms version. Next, we will see the main page. In this page, I have created a grid with SF chart, active indicator, button, and labels. Uh, for for SF chart, already I have included the optimization techniques in the chart. These techniques already we seen in the do's and don'ts section. Uh, um, Avoid category axis so that I have added the primary axis with numeric axis, same as with secondary axis with numeric axis. Added the trackball behavior for track the data point in the runtime. Added Fastline series to the series collection. In this Fastline series, I have enabled some techniques of automation techniques. Disable the animation and disable the anti-aliasing for Fastline series. In Fastline series, stroke width is default value is 2, so I have reduced 1 for rendering purpose. It will be some performances will be given if you reduce the stroke width. Specifically is Android version. Active indicator, activity indicator. Sorry, activity indicator. This is I have added for loading data points. This indicate is data is loading to the chart. So that in button I have added the 500k data points in dynamically. For this label, I have measuring rendering time to display. For Fastline series, I binded with some data is in load time. So I have binded with item source property in view model data with view model data property, and configure the x binding and y binding path, which x and y values to load the Fastline series. let's see the Vim model. I have added some required APIs what I need to do. Uh, Before that, I will see. Here I have declared the count constant field with 500 data where we need to load to generate the fast line series data. I have added a few more APIs. ESBC for indicate the indicator. For item source collections I have generated here. In this property for measuring the rendering time, I have generated data with background thread. Add data. This method for dynamically add a bulk number of data points in existing item source property. Uh, Already we have seen in tips for live update that section I have explained about series suspend series notification and resume series notification. Uh, that time I have explained that if you need to add a bulk data points in exiting the data, you can use this method. Already I have configured with vmodel with chart dot series notification and chart dot resume series notification in vmodel actions property. Before adding the existing data collection, I have invoked beginning data update. This is same as series suspend series notification. After added data collection to the existing item source, end data update method is called invoked. This is resume series notification method. So after that only that chart will update into the UI section. Measuring runtime time. When you load the data, you will measure runtime time. I have started the timer in generate data when we apply the item source property of before that. After completed, where is method is called means in series we have a series rendered event in subchart. This event when we loaded the data to the chart after complete the rendering part, this event will be called. See that place I have measured the rendering time. This method is called that time. After that end minus start to measure the rendering time. Okay, let run the iOS device. This techniques These techniques for all platform is useful. We have some more techniques also available. Let's see in later. Now is applying to the device. See, is rendered with 1300 milliseconds. Uh, we can load one more 500 data points. See, 1338. I can load one more data. Sets 1200. We can reduce this some more optimizations to reduce this performance also. Let's see how to do that. For that, we need to do some custom rendered code in iOS project. Before that, I need to create a custom rendered extension with chart custom chart. So I'm going to add chart extend class and custom fast line series. In this series, I am going to add pixel count API. We will configure this custom chart and fast line series to the XAML part. And pixel count equal to 4. Chart rendering, I have created a chart rendering extension class with SF chart rendered. I have did some codes already in our previous project, so I copy it and place it here. Here, I have created a native chart extend because why I have created is native chart extend here means I need to create a custom fast line series for configure the pixel length property. In fastline series, we have a uh, pixel count property. This property is internal purpose we are using. We will need configure this property with help of the reflection to apply the some more increase the pixel count length property. In properties usages, if some more data points you can rendering a same pixel location in our SR chart, that time you can render the only one data point at a 1 pixel. In default we have pixel count property value is 1. If you increased 4, uh, 4 if in will render only one data points in that location. Um, we are not removing in data points in data item source collection property. Just we have ignore the rendering part for that location, so it's not affecting UI and exiting the item source. So let's see after this configuration how much is improved for compared to last performance. It's 1262 without configuration. After this running, okay, it's applying. Meantime, we will see same way we will do in Android project. Here, internal property name is tolerant coefficient. Same as you are rendering in Android 2. 1 pixel we are rendering 1 data points. If you increase 4 pixel, you will render each 4 pixel we are rendering only 1 data point. If that pixel place, if some data points collections like the 4 data points similar placed in same location, we will render only 1 data points. So that time it will improve the performance. Applying. Yes, applying to device. See, it's reduced around 250 milliseconds. Let's load one more 500k data points. See, see, 1819. It's reduced around 200 milliseconds. Same, I will deploy. Um, Currently, I am using Mac, so I did not able to run a UW project, but I did same thing in UW2, but some different way. I have I have not used the pixel count property. Here I have replaced the fastline series instead of fastline bitmap series. It's better performance compared to fastline series. I am rendering a series in bitmap uh, bitmap. Same as you can replace the fast scatter series also instead of fast line bitmap. Fast line. Fast scatter bitmap series. Uh, these codes are available in GitHub location. I will share in link in later for this later. Getting delay. I think the reason is I am running in release, so that is getting delay. Sorry, I choose release iPhone. That's why the problem. Okay, that is the problem. I have choose release iPhone. Now it's deploying to the device. Loaded with 200 millisecond itself, but compared to the iOS is file 500k data points will loaded in just 250 milliseconds. You can load another 500 data points. See that you 250 milliseconds only is taken. Again I have loaded 300 to 200. So approximately 250 milliseconds is taking 500k data points. This I hope this optimizations tips are helpful to your application to perform best performance in your applications.